Hello everyone, welcome back to a very standard reading vlog. I have decided to vlog this week and I don't know really how it's gonna go. I haven't done like a regular weekly reading vlog like this in such a long time. I've tried to a few times like this year and every single time I've just ended up not finishing it because it's just not been very good. Hopefully this one actually sees the light of day. But hello, my name's Jamie. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It's currently like Monday afternoon and I am having like the chillest day of all time today. Like I have a really busy social week this week, which is so not the norm for me. Like I haven't had a social week in a really long time, but I have some friends that have come over from overseas. So we're gonna do like heaps of really fun social things. But the rest of the time during the week, I'm gonna try and read as much as possible because I've just come out of a reading slump. I guess first of all, I will share with you what I plan on reading this week. I'm currently in the middle of 2 books, although one I think I'm gonna finish like right after I finish filming this clip. So the first book that I'm in the middle of is Other People's Clothes by Hinkle. I started this in my most recent 24-hour readathon, which I did like last weekend I think, or maybe last week. I don't even know when I did it. I started this in my 24-hour readathon and that vlog should be up on my channel already. And I've only gotten up to page 114 of this. I haven't really picked it up since I started it. So I really want to try and finish it this week. This is basically like, I think a mystery, but it's not. It's kind of giving Unhinged Women at the moment. Oh, not Unhinged Women, but more like Women versus the Void. We follow some art students who are in Berlin, like doing a lot of drugs and drinking a lot, and each have their own problems. I think there's gonna be a mystery that comes out from here. Like our 2 main characters, Zoe and Haley, they're subletting from a really popular like crime novelist, and I believe Zoe genuinely thinks that the crime novelist is like watching them and like hacking into their emails and just stalking them essentially. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm enjoying it, not enough to like be picking it up constantly, but I have been really busy. But I'm enjoying like the process of reading it. I enjoy it when I actually do read it. That was a really long-winded way of saying that I'm probably gonna give it 3 stars, but yeah. The next book I'm currently in the middle of, I'm actually reading for my physical TBR series. So I'm not gonna talk much about that, and I believe my episode 3 of my physical TBR series should be already out. So I just need to finish Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. I have 50 or 60 pages left, so I'm gonna be finishing that like right after I finish filming this. And then in terms of a TBR for the week, I really want to continue on with my off-campus series reread. So I would love to read The Goal, which is the 4th book in the off-campus series, and then slowly chip away at The Legacy, which is the 5th book, but it's basically just a bind-up of a bunch of novellas following the 4 couples in the series after time has passed and they've been together for a while. And I've read both of these before, so I think I really liked The Legacy. I gave it 3 stars. The Goal I think I gave 2. But I'm rereading this for my Patreon, so I'm sure a lot of you are like, Jamie, why the hell are you rereading books that you know you didn't enjoy that much? The vibes. The vibes, honestly. It's fun to like read them with other people. But yeah, I really want to continue my rereads of the series, so I definitely want to pick these up at some stage. And then I'm also really interested in something completely different, a horror book, I believe. Sign Here by Claudia Lux. I mentioned this in my April TBR video, and basically we follow our main character who works like in one of the circles of hell. I don't really know anything about it, and I've seen people like mention it, but I haven't really watched anyone's like in-depth thoughts on this novel. But this looks so like Jamie coded as a book, so of course I'm so keen to read it. These are essentially my only reading plans right now. I would love to get through all of these, but based on like the way my life has been happening, I've been having a few like health issues and stuff, and then also I'm gonna be really busy with social things this week. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through all of them, but it's definitely like high on my priority list, and I'm really enjoying just like sitting down and reading at nighttime. These are the goals, and hopefully we can get through them. And if I get through more than this, I don't know, I have a whole TBR card to choose from. So yeah, I also haven't read anything on my Kindle for a while. I have not been utilizing this guy recently, and so I will let you know if I pick up something in my Kindle. I usually have a physical book and a Kindle book on the go at the same time. For some reason, I'm not right now. but we're gonna fix that. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy the vlog. I'm so sorry for the very long-winded intro. There's gonna be so many fun things this week, I think, and obviously I will keep you updated on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish this book and finish my vlog. I think once I finish this, I'm going to do a whole bunch of editing and get that out of the way, so then tonight all I have to do is sit down and read, and I will probably be continuing on with this guy. I'll let you know how we will go. I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon. I just finished As Your Parker Doesn't Fail, so if you want to see all my thoughts about this, that reading vlog is already up. But first book of the week done. I mean, not really, because I just had 50 pages left, but I'm going to go do a bunch of editing now and then get into my reading later. I'll let you know how it goes, but first book of the week done. I'm so excited. Hello, good evening. So I've read a little bit more of other people's clothes, but I'm only on page 137, so obviously I haven't read that much. I just basically did a lot of editing and spent some quality time with Ben, my boyfriend, and then I've only just started to get like back into reading now after finishing As Your Parker Doesn't Fail. It is quite late, so I'm going to take all my makeup off and get in my pajamas and just get ready for bed and read this in bed. But yeah, I've read up to page 137, and for a 300-page book, we're kind of only really getting into the plot now. And when I say that, I mean like the plot that is written on the plot synopsis at the back of the book. So already I'm like, the pacing is kind of wild, like if we're only really getting into that stuff now. Yeah, basically these two girlies believe that this crime novelist that they're subletting off is stalking them, so they try and be like as Gatsby-esque as possible to like give her a good show, like just host a lot of parties and do a lot of drugs and stuff like that. The whole beginning, like 137 pages, was just them doing drugs and drinking and partying, so I don't really know how it's going to change much except for that mystery element. I don't know. Anyway, I am really tired, I'm feeling a bit unwell, so I'm going to take all my makeup off and get in bed. But I'm gonna get up bright and early tomorrow and try do more reading and just working and stuff, and have a really nice like cozy morning, because I don't actually have any plans tomorrow except for an appointment in the afternoon and going to see a theatre show with some friends. So yeah, I think the morning for me tomorrow is definitely gonna be very lazy, and by that I mean just reading. I'm going to get ready for bed now. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Everyone, ignore Minecraft in the background. It's about 6 PM in the evening on Tuesday, and me and Ben are just chilling out before we go see a friend's theatre show tonight. But I had a pretty great day in terms of productivity. Like, I got so ahead of filming and editing and just completing a whole bunch of videos, so I'm feeling amazing. Like, I have nothing really to do tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and make it like the biggest reading day. I am just obsessed with reading right now. Obviously I'm excited to see my friend's theatre show, but also I'm like, oh, I would love like a night in just reading the whole night. But no, I have to support my friends and also see the other friends that are also going, but I'm just loving reading right now. Yeah, I ran quite a few errands today, but I also read heaps more of other people's clothes, and I'm nearly finished. I'm on page 257, and I'm really enjoying the second half of the novel. I feel like the actual mystery has come into play, so I think this is a really interestingly formatted and paced mystery thriller. It doesn't really feel like a thriller at the very beginning. It feels like just your standard kind of like contemporary fiction about like young women, but now it's like full-on like mystery thriller, and I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. I love that it's kind of more on the literary side as well. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it, so this could be like a 4-star read. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on page 257. I'm not sure if I said that earlier, but I'm definitely going to be finishing this one tonight. I've read the majority of it today, so and yeah, I'm just so addicted to it now. It's messy. I don't love the characters. They're not like people that I'm really rooting for, but in terms of like the plot, like I really want to know what happens. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. So yeah, definitely gonna be finishing this one tonight, and then I think I'll probably move on to one of my off-campus novels. I'll probably move on to The Goal. I also feel like if I finish this tonight, I'll probably start a new book on my Kindle. So that reminds me, I need to put my Kindle on charge before we leave. I'll probably start a new book on my Kindle, which I'm actually really looking forward to because I haven't read a Kindle book in a long time, and I'm kind of like, could I have 2 romances on the go and read a romance on my Kindle at the same time as reading one of my off-campus books? But I'm also like, I'm rereading off-campus, so absolutely I can. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys. I feel like it's not even really that interesting, but what is interesting is this. And if the show starts at 7:30, I reckon we would only really need to leave at like 7. So I might just do like an hour of reading. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this before we go to the show. I know that for a fact. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading this. I will let you know my rating, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 4-star. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited for a massive reading day tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading this, and I'll see you soon. Good morning, beautiful people. It is currently Wednesday. Like, I say good morning, it's Wednesday afternoon, it's like midday. I just had a Patreon live show. We did like a little chatty catch-up live show, which was really fun. It was really nice to kind of spend the morning like talking to just like-minded bookish people. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do. I'm just going to pop you down. I'm just gonna sit you down and we're gonna talk about books. Hang on. So I finished this last night, as I said I would, Other People's Clothes. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars, which is kind of what I thought I would give it like towards the end of my time reading it. I think that the ending definitely was a little bit longer than it should have been. It definitely dragged a bit, but I think in terms of the whole like mystery thriller, it was good. How long is this book? I think it's like 320 pages. I'm gonna say that like 200 of those pages were excellent, but like the beginning 50 pages and the last 50 pages, I was just a little bit like, a bit just long-winded, but all of the stuff in the middle I really loved. The unlikable main characters were amazing. The idea of like obsession and living your life to be viewed rather than like living your life for yourself is so interesting, especially as someone who does social media for a living. That's definitely an interesting concept, and I find so many discussions about the influencer generation very interesting and fascinating in its sense as well. But like, this was just so good, like being viewed as a human being for the concept of art rather than just you living your life. It's just, yeah, really amazing kind of topic to have a fictional novel on. I really liked it, and I will definitely be recommending this in the future. So now I just have some food on the way. I am feeling really lazy today and I don't want to cook, but for lunch I've ordered some Vietnamese, which is my favorite at the moment. It feels so fresh and delicious. So I've ordered some Vietnamese from my favorite Vietnamese place, and I think now I'm just going to be reading The Goal all afternoon. I'm really excited to dive back into this. These are really easy books to dive back into. I still haven't started a book on my Kindle, which is frustrating. I do want to get a book on my Kindle, and also I went on the Amazon store earlier today to look at their like top 100 free Kindle books, and I got some good books on there, which is like exciting, like silly sounding books. So I have a lot of my Kindle that I could read. I don't know why I'm not reading on it at the moment. Oh, I also had a package arrived. I'm gonna go get it, hang on. I also had a package arrive from Amazon, which is book shaped, so I figured we should just open it on here. I have no idea what this could be, because I'll get like emails from Amazon being like, your package arrived, but it doesn't tell me what's like in the package. So I'm excited to see what's in here. I can't remember what I bought. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is a pre-order, I believe. This is not the cover that I was expecting, but I think do I like it more? I don't know if I like it more. I got The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. It's a 2023 release thriller. I have seen this mentioned on a few channels. I know that Kayla from Books and Lala is reading it for their like book club pick. So it just looks so good. It says that it's about 5 people who go on a month-long writing retreat. I believe they kind of get killed off one by one. So it's kind of very, and then there were none vibes, like murder mystery, whodunit. It looks so exciting. So I'm so excited to read this. I'm glad that my pre-order came in. And also like in here, it's blurbed by like a bunch of authors that I either really want to read or have read from before. So excited to have this in my hands and excited for some more thrillers. Ever since I did my 5 romance books in 5 days reading vlog, which was definitely a struggle, but still so fun, I really would love to do some more like genre-centric reading vlogs for the week. So obviously like the 3 genres that I'm mainly reading at the moment are romance, thrillers, and like literary fiction, maybe a bit of fantasy thrown in there. I would love to do some like genre-centric reading vlogs. So I'm really excited to do that. But before that, I'm excited to give this a go. Well, not give it a go, it will be a reread, but I'm keen to dive back into the world of Briar Yu. So yeah, I'll probably read some of this today. Because it is a reread, it's probably not going to be something that I like try and binge read. It's probably just going to be something that I pick up every now and then for my Patreon book club. So this might not be the only thing that I read today. I might pick up something else as well, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm gonna make a start on this, have some lunch, and I'll let you guys know how it all goes as the day progresses. I'm definitely having a lazy day, like no makeup, pajamas and a big sweater all day. I hope you guys like that aesthetic, and I hope you guys enjoy the vibe. Hello, so sorry for the weird lighting. It's now like 4 in the afternoon, but now with like daylight savings, everything's just getting darker like so much earlier, and I had to turn the lamp on, otherwise I would be in total darkness. Does only the blinds make it a bit better? I don't know. Anyways, I have read more of The Goal. Well, I started The Goal obviously, and I'm now on page 103. So I read 103 pages today, and I'm so surprised because I am enjoying this so much more than when I read it like 2 years ago. So this is a reread for me. I am reading it for my Patreon series read along, and this was the one in the series that I was looking forward to the least, just because it's the one that I had like read the most recently and enjoyed the least. I'm actually shocked. There is one specific trope in here that I know not everyone loves, and I'm also in the camp of people that don't love it, but I haven't gotten up to that bit yet, so things might change. Our main character Tucker, like our main male love interest, he is such a gentleman, and I think when I first read it I was like, boring, but now that I'm a bit older I'm like, he's such a respectful man. Like I kind of love his old-fashioned like chivalrous ways. And then Sabrina in here, the female main character, I think that she's one of the best girlies in the off-campus series. Like, she is very hardworking. She's been given a really, really rough hand in life, and she is not letting it get her down. I'm kind of loving her. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting through this so fast, which is just fantastic, and I'm really, really enjoying it. But now I'm gonna take a little break. I'm currently in my like Animal Crossing Renaissance era right now as well. Like, I don't know why I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. I've felt the need to play Animal Crossing and I can't explain it, but I'm gonna take a little break and do that, and then just do some extra chores and cleaning and stuff before Ben gets home. He's got a bit of a late one tonight. I think he's coming home at like 7 p.m. All right, I'm gonna make a snack, have a little break, and do some chores. So I will see you soon. Hello guys, it is Thursday afternoon, and I've had like the laziest morning ever. It's been so good. I have read quite a bit more of The Goal, so now I'm like this much through. I'm on page 258, so well over halfway now. I think I have just over 100 pages left, and I'm still really enjoying it. Like, I'm actually really surprised, and the trope that I dislike about this book is now like fully in play at the moment. Like, it's now like happening, and we're in the midst of that, and I'm honestly not even hating it because I genuinely love these characters so much. So I think that I'm probably going to finish this tonight. Like, it's really, really likely I'm going to be finishing this one tonight. I have got some plans for the afternoon, but I will tell you in a second. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying it, and I can't believe how much I'm enjoying it. Like, there were moments where I was laughing out loud, and I haven't done that in such a long time. So I'm just feeling really great about this one. I really am. And then I also did start a book on my Kindle last night as well. I started a Kindle Unlimited thriller called The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. I've been really into Frida McFadden recently. I read both her books in the Housemaid series, The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret, and I really enjoyed both of them. I believe The Locked Door is about this woman who is a surgeon, and she's kind of keeping her identity hidden. Like, she's changed her last name because when she was a child, her parents got arrested for keeping like 30 women in their basement and like being crazy psychopathic serial killers. And I don't really know where like the main plot is going to be going, but like that's the setup, is our main character has dealt with that in her childhood and now she's trying to like live a normal life. It also does do some time skips, so we do hear a little bit about her as a child and what her parents were like and how normal they seemed to her, but how she like wasn't allowed to go down to the basement. Like classic Freida McFadden fashion, it's really fast paced, it's really gripping, edge of my seat. I'm also really enjoying this one, even though I'm only 15% of the way through, but I know that I'm definitely going to get through more of this as the week goes on. But what time is it now? It's like nearly 2 o'clock. I am getting my lips done today. I've had them done before, so it's not like anything new and exciting, but yeah, I'm getting them done today, which I'm really looking forward to. I really like my face. I don't have that many insecurities, but I like having like a little bit of oomph. And so yeah, I'm getting them done today, so that's really exciting, really fun. And then Ben and I are going to do some shopping. We need to get some winter clothing. Both of us have kind of like grown out of all of our clothes, so we're gonna do some shopping, and then we're also going to go to the cinema and we're gonna see if we can watch a movie tonight, which is gonna be really fun. But that's basically all I have planned for the evening and the rest of the afternoon. But when I come home, I really want to finish this, and then once I finish this, make more progress on the locked door on my Kindle. And I'm feeling so good about my reading this week. I really wasn't expecting to have such an amazing reading week, like right off the bat. Yeah, I don't know, I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like I'll just lie in bed all morning and I don't want to do anything but read, and I haven't like felt like that when not doing a 24-hour readathon in such a long time. I'm gonna go get ready to leave the house. I love you all. I will see you very soon. Okay, the silence now though. Oh, anyway, sorry, I got my lips done. I mentioned that in my last clip and I haven't done a clip since. They're a bit silly right now, but they'll go down. They'll go down. It's Friday and I've come to my friend's like Airbnb because I have some friends over from different places around the world, and we were going to do a reading party. I finished the goal last night. Probably update a vlog with that later, but I finished it this morning. I finished the goal this morning, so I'm feeling good about that. And then I brought 3 books with me to potentially read, and also my Kindle for our reading party. Does everyone want to say hi?
Hi.
Like, hi. Let's do a little walkthrough.
I'm currently reading Spare.
This is my friend Amelie, by the way. She has been talking non-stop about how much she's obsessed with Spare.
No, I'm not. Yes. I'm taking one for the team and reading Spare.
How many annotations. Speed dating with the vlog.
Speed
I love it. Hi.
I've got my Kindle and I'm reading A Day of Fallen Night.
This is Lara.
Oh yeah.
Are you in your fantasy era as well?
I'm trying, but it's so much hard work. Like, why is fantasy hard work?
It is sometimes.
It really is.
It's either really easy to read or like,
yeah, this is not
reading.
So it's slow progress.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Holden. I'm reading Addicted to You.
Amazing choice. Okay, so that was our little speed dating moment. I don't know what I'm gonna read. Because now that I finished my only book that I was in the middle of physically, I now have like, what do I start? So yeah, I have Love in the Big City by Sang-Young Park, Earthlings, and Glint. I think I might try Earthlings. Apparently it's like really fucked up and I'm feeling those vibes. So yeah, I don't even really need that much help deciding. I've decided to read Earthlings. We're doing a quick reading party and then we're gonna go to this like really big inflatable obstacle course, which I know nothing about. So that's gonna be really fun. And then Yana's coming and it's gonna be a good time. And then I think we're gonna go out, like have some food, have some drinks. So that's my plan for Friday with all my friends. And now is when my like life gets busy because I have a really social weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna start Earthlings. Our vibes are also like not aesthetic whatsoever. People are gonna watch this vlog and be like, they seem like really awkward with each other. Like
They must hate each other.
It's because I posted an Instagram story of like us all out for dinner, and I was like, I had to be like, I promise we're like way less awkward in real life.
Yeah.
So I was like, did this random hair?
Something like clearly they're only here for content creation. Like,
Oh my god, literally.
We're just here to springboard our careers off Jamie's.
Okay, we're gonna read. We literally read for less than a minute and then I all of a sudden just closed my book and was like, actually guys, do you just want to like play this game instead? So now we're not reading.
Good reading vlog, Jamie.
Thank you. Thank you. everyone. It is a Monday. If you can hear the sink running, Ben's just doing his morning routine. Hello, it's Monday, so that means it's the end of last week, beginning of a new week. I will be signing off in just a moment so I can start my new weekly reading vlog. However, I have some major reading updates for you. I somehow wasn't really vlogging over the past couple of days, like over the weekend, just because I was so social, yet also somehow read the most during like these past couple of days where I wasn't vlogging, which feels really random. But yeah, maybe because I wasn't vlogging I was able to read so much more. I honestly have no idea. But we have some reading updates. So I did mention to you guys that I finished The Goal. Yeah, this was definitely, I think I finished this like maybe on Thursday, a bit earlier in the week. And I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars as opposed to the 2 stars that I originally rated it when I read it back in 2021. So this was a really, really nice surprise with my reread. I thought that, I don't know, maybe because I'm just a bit more mature reading it now, that I was like, yeah, I don't really care if they're like boring, like they're nice to each other and they really care about each other. It was just a really good book. I didn't even really mind the trope in it that isn't my favorite. Like I honestly wasn't bothered by that at all. So I really enjoyed this in the end. So yeah, 4 stars. I also mentioned that I was reading a book on my Kindle called The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. I finished that as well. I finished that like yesterday, I think. Yeah, I was like, I had read 20% of it last time I spoke to you, and then I just read all the rest, 80% of it. But it is only like a 290-page book, so it's not like the longest book by any means, but I finished that last night or yesterday. And yeah, this book, basically it was, I'm pretty sure I told you about our main character whose father's a serial killer. Yeah, the main plot really after that whole premise was that our main character, she's also a surgeon, and all of a sudden like a bunch of her patients are being murdered, and they're being murdered in the same way that her father used to murder people. So now obviously she is like under suspicion of kind of being a copycat of her father. I think it's a really good plot, like really solid like thriller plot, lots of great like thrillery tropes in there. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars in the end, just because while it was a really fast read, like classic Frida McFadden like junk food type book, it also was a little bit ridiculous. There were a few like plot twists that were slightly redundant, and it, I would say, is maybe a little bit too twisty, in the sense that it did rely on some like big shocks and reveals, but then some of these reveals ended up being like so pointless. Yeah, I think it was just a bit silly for me, a bit over the top, but still like a really fun like Kindle Unlimited read anyway. So I finished that, and then I started 2 new books. I was like really tossing up what to start reading physically because I had no idea. I ended up picking up New Animal by Ella Baxter, which was on my April TBR. I've read up to 95 pages of it this morning, and this one's really random. We follow our main character Amelia, who works as like a makeup artist for her family's mortuary. Is that how you pronounce it?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, where they keep like dead people. Her family runs that sort of business, and she is a makeup artist for the corpses before their funerals. And she also is like having heaps of sex. I don't really know what the plot really is of this book. She's having a whole lot of sex. She's meeting all these men, but she doesn't want like a relationship with them, and they're kind of shocked. They're like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, I just want to have casual sex with you. But then something really awful happens to her mum, and then we're dealing with her and her 2 relationships with her stepfather and her father. It's very like slice of life. I don't really understand what the full plot is yet, and I'm, you know, at the nearly halfway mark. I can't really say if I'm enjoying it or not. It's all just a bit random. But yeah, so I'm reading that right now. And then I also started a new book on my Kindle on Kindle Unlimited called The Co-op by Tara Jewett. And this is a marriage of convenience romance. I believe it's also Second Chance. I'm only 20% of the way through this one, but I'm going to be continuing to read this week. And I really don't know what to expect from this one. Like, so far, I'm not really loving it, but I'm not sure if it's like I'm not quite invested yet, because I'm still kind of like experiencing a book hangover over like every single thing that I've read this week, or if it's actually just not really gripping my attention. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. But yeah, that concludes this week, or I guess last week's reading vlog now. I will be starting a new one today for this coming week, so you definitely have more reading vlogs from me to expect. I definitely want to try and get back into doing these weekly. Even if I'm not doing anything exciting, it is kind of fun to just like share with you guys what I'm reading, like as I'm reading it. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed. We read some really fun books this week. I got 2 4-star books at least. No, actually, if you consider Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, which I finished on Monday, like over a week ago now, that's 3 4-star reads this week, which I feel so good about. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. A reminder that all my socials are linked down below, along with my Patreon, so if you do want extra content from me, that is all down below. Lots of kisses. I'll see you very soon. And yeah, I guess thanks for watching again. Bye!